From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Hello everyone, today is Thursday, it's January 5th, 2017, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley. Pat's in the meeting, she couldn't get out. So here we go, let's take off here. Today is the fifth day of the brand new year. Hope you're still doing well and hope things are going well for you. Let's find out what's going on here in Wayne County in the city of Goldsboro. Got a word here from the Go Wayne Go folks. And they let us know that the Goldsboro Family Y is going to have an open house this Sunday from 1 until 6 p.m. now. That is if weather permits. If you haven't heard, we've got snow on the way to the Wayne County area, particularly on Friday. We're expecting a mix, a frozen precipitation mix of some kind. And then that's expected to overnight and early Saturday morning change over to snow. All right, now today is Thursday, so we're a couple of days away from that. So just be prepared. And I know that some of the trucks from DOT are already out on the highways and roadways of Wayne County, spreading that brine and salt and making sure that we are ready. They are proactive in this regard. They always get out there before it starts. And I believe they were the first division in the state to be doing that a couple of some years ago. So. Just kind of keep your eyes and ears open. But back to the point is that the Goldsboro Family Y still has plans to have their open house this coming Sunday from 1 until 6 p.m. And that's of course on Parkway Drive, Goldsboro, near Sam's Club. Yeah. Also, the Goldsboro Public Library will be the place and site of a couple of programs here. On January 9th, they're going to have a program entitled Living with Weight Problems. Weight problems, how your weight affects your health. And that's on January 9th at the Public Library on East Ash Street from 2 until 3 p.m. And then on the 11th, there's going to be Living with Weight Problems, Don't Eat Your Feelings. Don't Eat Your Feelings. That's from 2 until 3 o'clock on the 11th at the Goldsboro Family Y at 1001 East Ash Street in Goldsboro. What that means is, you know how people get sometimes when they're depressed or something tragic has happened or they get anxious or nervous about something, they go straight to the refrigerator. Okay? Not that I get depressed or anxious about things, but anyway, I go straight to the refrigerator for a lot of stuff. So you know what that means. You want to do something about that, then you can go to this meeting, 2 to 3 o'clock at the Wayne County Public Library, 1001 East Ash Street. Father of the Bride. Yeah, speaking of being anxious and nervous about things, that is a famous play that's been on Broadway for many years. Wedding bells will ring at the Paramount Theatre. This January 20th and 21st. That's when Father of the Bride is presented by Downtown Goldsboro Development Corporation, starring Jeffrey Holtz. Everybody knows Jeff Holtz. He's the father, and Helen Bedour is the bride. The revival of the 1950s Broadway show follows the old Spencer Tracy film and the 1990s Steve Martin hit. Now, Father of the Bride will be presented at 7:30 on Friday and Saturday, January 20th and 21st. Tickets are only $20 and are available at the Paramount box office or online. The production will benefit DGDC's downtown revitalization efforts. So that's coming up. I think it's $20, isn't it? In fact, it doesn't say. It seems like I remember somewhere they said it was $20. Anyway, that's coming up. Get your tickets now. By the way, speaking of tickets, there's still a handful of tickets left to the Malpass Brothers concert coming up Friday the 13th, next Friday at the Paramount. Next Friday, a week from this Friday. Just a handful. Now, if you plan on going, do not delay any longer because these concerts by the Malpass Brothers are always sold out. So you'll want to go to this, okay? Call the Paramount box office at 919-583-8432. Go by the Paramount box office and pick up your tickets, or you can get them online. GoldsboroParamount.com. Father of the Bride. I still don't see yeah, $20. Here you go. Tickets for the Father of the Bride are $20. Available at the Paramount Theatre. There you go. Also at the Paramount, coming up on the 22nd, the movie night, Gandhi, 35th anniversary of Gandhi. That will be at the Paramount movie night. And then Tim Meadows appearing on January 27th. Tim Meadows of TV fame, Saturday Night Live and all that stuff. Okay? That's what's going on at the Paramount. Also, we got a key beeping class for you. A key beeping class starting January 7th. If you want to be keeps, then they're going to have this class for you on the 7th of January. And that class will run for 5 weeks, all on Saturdays, starting at 9 a.m. each Saturday morning. So if you're interested in key beeping, here you go. You can pre-register online. You can do all kinds. 3 ways you can register. And you can call the Cooperative Extension Office to find out all about the key beeping classes that are being offered by the Key Beepers of the Noose. The Key Beepers of the Noose Beekeepers of the Noose. Beekeepers of the Noose. You can also go on to their Facebook page, Beekeepers of the Noose, or you can go to their website, beekeepersoftheNoose.com. Classes are $50. The cost is $50 per person. That includes a textbook, or you can take the whole family for $75 and keep bees. And there you go. Now, if you take the whole class, there's only one textbook. If you take the whole family, there's only one textbook for the whole family. Coming up at the Peggy Seeger Senior Center today being the 5th, that's a Thursday, we got your painting group, we got your bingo, right? We've also got your bridge group and your pinochle. You got your pinochle here, yeah. We got your senior functional fitness training, testing. And your Golden Gloves, make that your Golden Grooves dance class. Tomorrow they'll have Divine Healing, Learn Fitness Equipment, and chair exercise tomorrow. And the movie matinee is Joyful Noise. That begins at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon at the Peggy M. Seeger Senior Center on East Ash Street, Goldsboro, USA. Okay? All right, we're going to go to our interview, and that will be coming up next. It is Wendy Walker from the Arts Council of Wayne County. She's up next on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Today we welcome Wendy Walker to the studio. Wendy is the new Executive Director of the Arts Council of Wayne County. Hello.
Hello, Wayne. Good to see you.
So good to see you.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Big things on tap for the Arts Council of Wayne County.
Yes. We are really starting the year off on a great foot.
Okay, for anyone who may be kind of out of touch with the Arts Council of Wayne County, what do you offer just briefly to the masses, say children, adults?
We have a wide variety of classes and exhibits and different events that happen throughout the month, all year long. So starting this Friday, we have our first Friday event of the year and of the month, which is great, opening with a wonderful art exhibit called Creative Passions, which is a father-daughter team of fiber artists.
Heard about that.
And it's awesome. The pieces have been coming in all week, and they look just fantastic.
What's the medium?
It's a mixed media, but lots of fiber and paint and three-dimensional things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really cool things. And then in the T.A. Loving Gallery, we have something called Size Matters.
Okay.
And it is delightful, and it is very family-friendly.
Oh, that's good. That's good to know.
It is good to know. My favorite piece is the rubber duck. Giant rubber duck.
A rubber ducky.
A giant rubber duck.
Do you need a giant bathtub?
I can't even imagine this piece in a bathroom, to
really?
be honest with you.
Well,
yes.
How big is this ducky?
It's huge. Size matters.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, so actually this artist has done a wonderful job taking objects that we interact with in one way and turning them into a completely different size so that our interaction with them has to be completely different.
That's interesting.
So it makes you think about perspective. It makes you just think about the pieces in a completely different way. So electrical outlets, rubber ducks, you know, what you would think of as a small insignificant object in a larger than life scale kind of gives you a different perspective on things.
That's very interesting. These are everyday common items.
Everyday common items, yes. Yeah.
I love the rubber ducky thing. I got to go see that.
I loved I have to say, I loved the rubber duck. But there are really interesting pieces in there. So come by on Friday night, starting at 5:30, and wander through and, you know, see the exhibits. And our traditional First Friday is really going to be kicking off great.
That is great.
But through the month, we have things for everybody. So we have open mic night coming up. We have our jazz showcase coming up, and Melva is fantastic.
Melva Houston.
Yeah, fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
January 20th.
Oh,
you
wow.
don't want to miss that. That is really, really fantastic.
So what's the admission charge to come visit Melva Houston?
Free, free, free.
No, you're kidding. It's free?
Absolutely, it is
Get
free.
outta
It is
here.
free, free, free. And one of the ways that we can help support all of our free, free, free things is a fabulous new program that we have called Text to Donate.
Aha.
So you can text on your phone the word ARTS, A-R-T-S, to 41444
Okay.
and donate to the Arts Council any time of day, any day of the week, all day, all year.
That's so easy.
It is so easy. It is-
41444.
Text the word ARTS to 41444. You can't go wrong. And even if you just text that word, text ARTS to 41444, you're going to get a link. Hit that link. That's going to take you to our donation page. You don't even have to make that donation that day. That just gets you in our system, and you'll get reminders throughout the month to say, hey, by the way, you wanted to make a pledge to support this, to support the Jazz Showcase, to support whatnot. And then it sends you that reminder. So it could not be easier.
That is easy. You don't even have to get out of the house, do you? You can do that
don't.
from anywhere.
You can do it from anywhere. And really our goal with this is to reach a younger audience, reach a younger generation. We love our fund drive letter. We are so grateful for everyone who has given us money through the fund drive, and that will continue. But we really want to reach that new generation. And we feel like the Jazz Showcase and the new art exhibits that are coming in really reach out to a younger generation. We want to give them the opportunity to help support the Arts Council too.
Expanding your technological reach.
Yes,
Wow.
absolutely.
That is fantastic.
Yeah,
That is great.
that's our
That
first
makes
big
it so
step this
easy.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a big step.
It is.
Wow. Now, I know that the Arts Council of Wayne County, you offer classes
Yes.
for all ages.
Yes.
Youngsters
Youngsters and young at heart.
and young at heart.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
for saying that.
We have a great series of classes for children coming up by Penny Craven. That's
Yeah.
going to be
Oh,
really
yeah, she's
fantastic.
great.
She's great, and she has a series of 3 classes working on the masters. And it's a mystery as to which master will be focused on in each of those classes.
So, are we talking about the classic masters?
Classic masters, but she's going to pick the master, and you won't know which one it is when you sign up for
Oh,
the
really?
class. Yeah.
So we're talking Monet,
Yes,
Rembrandt, Van
absolutely.
Gogh.
Yep, the classics. So that's going to be really fun to explore their technique and kind of create
That sounds like
your own, put your own spin on those masters. So that's Penny Craven's classes, and Christy Thompson will be doing her pet portrait class again, which was a big hit. So I think anyone who has an interest at all. It doesn't matter what your age is, we have something for you at the Arts Council.
great.
And of course, our art market continues.
Oh, yeah.
So if you didn't get what you wanted for the holiday and you have a blank space on a wall or a shelf or need a perfect piece of jewelry for that January birthday that's coming up and you
Yeah.
don't want to forget that person
Yeah, you don't
because,
wanna do that.
those January birthdays pale in comparison to Christmas, you want them to feel special. So come on by the art market because we do have something for everyone.
Pat, during the holidays, just before Christmas, Pat and I went in there, and we actually did a program from there.
Yes.
And I'm amazed at the offerings
Yeah.
in the art market. You have so much stuff.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And everything from the tiniest little ornaments to huge art pieces,
Yes.
really statement pieces
Yes.
that can hang in an office or, create a new look for your living room around this piece of art, that sort of thing.
In fact, someone may even find an undiscovered artist, and that painting
Yeah.
or work of art may be worth thousands of dollars in a few years.
You
Wouldn't that
never
be
know.
wonderful? You never know.
We do have incredible artists here.
We do.
And the price point for the quality of the work that you're getting It's incredible.
It really is. I mean, look, you mentioned Penny Craven. Look
Yeah.
at Brenda Bear. Look
Yeah,
at all these
absolutely.
other talented people.
Yeah, Beth Hill.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, really
Lots
great
of
things.
talent here in Wayne County.
Really great things in there.
What are the hours of the Arts Council?
Well, you can stop by on Monday through Wednesday, 9 to 5, and then Thursday and Friday we're open till 7,
Wow.
and Saturday hours 2 to 7.
On Saturday, the weekend, you're open
Yes.
2 till 7
2
p.m.
to 7. So you know what?
Wow.
Come downtown, get a cup of coffee over at the Gladstone, shop around a little bit, and then pop by in the afternoon or early evening to pick up a piece of art or just browse the gallery, browse the exhibit. Really nice way to spend a Saturday.
That's 102 North John.
It is 102 North John.
Ah.
Yes, big, beautiful glass windows. We've got some artwork in the windows,
Yeah.
and stop by. We're very friendly.
Yes, you are. You are very friendly there, Wendy Walker. And the number, if you have any questions at all, is 919-736-3300. And that's Wendy Walker, 102 North John Street, the Executive Director of the Arts Council of Wayne County. Thank you so much, Wendy.
Thanks, Wayne. Have a
Okay.
great day. Happy New Year.
You too. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television, and a very quick reminder that this program airs every Monday through Friday, beginning at 7 a.m. each morning, and then it repeats at noon p.m. each afternoon, and then again at 5:30 in the p.m. each afternoon, which is redundant because p.m. is afternoon, right? Well, of course it is. Hope you're able to join us. It's a different show every day, of course, but that's Monday through Friday here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Okay, we got the Wayne County Jazz Showcase coming up. That's on Friday, the 20th of January. That's featuring Melva Houston. Now, you just heard Wendy Walker talking about this a few minutes ago. Melva Houston. Also, she also mentioned to you how you can make a donation to the Arts Council to help the Arts Council stay vibrant and special and full of energy. Text the word ARTS, A-R-T-S, A-R-T-S to 41444. 41444. Make your donation. And in fact, you don't have to make your donation at that particular moment. It gives you a link. Okay, just go to 41444, text ARTS, and it will tell you, it will prompt you along. And in fact, you can set up a pay plan. Very simple, very convenient, without even leaving the comfort of your own home. Now, what's special about today? What's special about today? I'm glad you asked, because here it is. Today being the 5th of January, today is the 5th. Here we are. Bird Day. Oh! Oh! You got it, right? Okay. Or, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Also, here's today's trivia question. I know, there's not very much, is it? No. Not very much space. Let's borrow one from tomorrow. Okay, we'll take National Technology Day. Okay, we'll just claim that for today too. Can you do that? Okay, here's the trivia question for today. I'll ask the trivia question and give you the answer in the next segment of the program. The category is Europe. We'll just say the category is Europe. Okay, you know what picture-in-picture is, right, on TV? It's when you have a TV set and you're watching a program and you click a button and all of a sudden a picture within a picture appears from another channel, okay? Well, Europe has kind of the same sort of thing in Italy. In Italy, where there's actually two sovereign nations or countries. We'll just say there's two sovereign countries all completely within the country of Italy. So you've got Italy, the boot, right? And then you've got two countries within Italy that are separate from Italy. Two different countries. How about that? Can you do that? I guess they are. One of them, one of them is San Marino. That's a country, San Marino. It's a very small country, but there's one even smaller. What is the other sovereign country within Italy, and everybody knows the name of this? Within Italy, what is the name of the other sovereign country, along with San Marino's, whose borders lie totally and complete within another country? I'll have the answer for you in the next segment of the program. That's up next on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Well, our guest is Sherry Archibald, who owns and operates the entire block.
Yeah. Bring some of that in.
We're at the Paramount Theatre, of course. How are you?
I'm good.
Always.
I hope you are.
Oh, yeah, terrific. Always good to see you.
Good to have you here.
I learned earlier today some really good news about the Malpass Brothers.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And you didn't know I was going to ask you about this because you just walked in.
I did. I just walked back, but that's good. I'm ready to go.
It surprised me. Let's talk about the Malpass Brothers and their big thing coming up here in January. What's going on?
Well, we're very excited. The Paramount Theatre Foundation is supporting a project that we have written a grant for, which we won't find out about until after they're here for their concert. However, this project we're calling Heading Home. It is about the boys. It's about preservation. It's about them and the city that they have come from, the changes that they've seen to evolve, and the preservation that they are so passionate about. And then also the changes that have happened here in our city and the preservation efforts that we've taken, yet still the efforts to move forward and become a stronger community. So it's really a nice parallel to see both of them. They're very passionate about this theater and our downtown, and so it's a great fit.
Now, they're going to be performing here, aren't they, on the 13th?
They will be, and that's part of some of the project. The project Heading Home is really a documentary. We have a production team that has been meeting with public television that's very, very interested in showing this documentary on our local public UNC TV station, and so we are excited about that. It will have a piece of this concert in it, but it will also follow them over the next several months while they're touring. They are certainly here in North Carolina, but they're touring between here and Nashville quite often lately. And so they'll be capturing some of that as well, and they'll do that as well as interviewing the boys and the family and a lot of their patrons that are just so in love with them and have watched them grow up.
Who doesn't love the Malpass Brothers?
If you spend any time with them at all, or just watch them. I mean, you can be in the audience and never seen them, never met them before. You just really have a connection to them.
You do connect.
And it's I've certainly seen that and felt it, but it's really exciting to see when you see this audience who will come back over and over and feel like they're coming to see their boys that they've been watching, that maybe they've only seen once a year when they come to see their concerts, but they're just so passionate about it.
Here are two young men who grew up here in Wayne County, of course, in Goldsboro, who are just as unassuming as they could possibly imagine to be.
Definitely.
They worked in a transmission shop, and they worked in a transmission shop while they were touring the nation as country music stars.
With Merle Haggard, the
With
famous
Merle
Merle
Haggard.
Haggard. Yes.
Exactly.
They had an incredible opportunity with Merle, and really heartbroken when he passed,
Yes.
but are dedicated to carrying on that traditional music, and they love that. They love storytelling, and they're writing quite a bit of their own music now as well, and so love hearing a little bit of both. They're so fun to be around.
They are.
They are just as brothers or siblings can be. They're very different, but the two of them are best friends and look out for each other, laugh constantly at each other,
Yes.
and joke around and have a good time. And that what you see on the stage is everything that they are behind the stage.
Exactly. They're the same off the stage as they are on the
Yes.
stage.
I mean, in fact, very often you'll hear people say, is that really how they talk?
Yes,
I had a really unique and exciting opportunity to see them at a showcasing conference in Florida this past September. And I was so excited because these were my boys that were in Florida with all of my colleagues from 13 states that had come to see all kinds of different performers. And so I was really able to talk them up. I had on my Malpass Brothers t-shirt. I was showing it off. I was so excited. And I was bringing, colleagues from Mississippi and New Orleans and all of them that I have met through different projects and said, you've got to hear these guys. Well, when we get in there to see this showcase, we weren't in a huge venue. We were in a small room. So it was a very intimate setting. And, I'm sitting across 4 and 5 different people that I've had an opportunity to meet and get to know over the last few years. And I'm telling them, you guys are going to love them. And they start talking, and every one of them are leaning over and looking at me saying, "Come on, this is not how they really talk, is it?" And I said, "It really is. What you see is what you get."
That's it.
They just have an accent that is all about country,
It
and
is.
it's because that's what they love.
Well, I have a confession to make. When I first met them, years and years and years ago, and I first started talking to these young men, I did not notice it because I'm from the part of the state where people talk like that.
Yes.
My parents, my family, they're all from Stokes County, up
Okay.
north of Winston-Salem, in the Wilkesboro, Mount Airy, Mayberry, if you will,
Gotcha.
area. Pilot Mountain in that area. That's where my folks are from and grew up. And people in that area sound just like
Sound
these
a
two
lot
guys.
like it.
Yeah.
Well, they were always two questions. Do they really sound like that? And do they really do their hair
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
And do they do their own hair? And they do, of course.
do, yes.
They do their own hair, and they don't go, I mean, Taylor is a little more relaxed about it. Christopher does not go to the mailbox without fixing his hair like that. I mean, this is just the stories that I've heard, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's really hilarious. He is dedicated to that hair.
He loves his hair,
Yes.
but it's not overwhelming to him. It's just
No.
it's just part of the way he is.
That's exactly
part
right.
of Chris. Yeah.
Yes. Well, and I'll tell you, we'll have to do another interview and include Mr. Will because he is so excited about this project. We're happy that the foundation is able to sponsor this grant. Should we get it, it will pay for this funding that we need for recording the documentary and getting it on public television. If we don't get it, we're moving forward. We're obviously having the concert, but instead of just having the concert, we've been doing some fundraising to be prepared. Since we don't know if we have the grant or not, we're doing some fundraising to do some recording and videotaping of this concert.
Right.
And before and after, we plan to do some interviews with a lot of patrons that are here. It's the perfect time.
Yes.
This is home, and this is where a lot of people are coming to see them every year, year after year. And this is where a lot of people who may not have ever physically had a conversation with them, but feel like they know them and they want to talk about their story.
Yes, yes, indeed. Two young men whose feet are firmly planted on the ground.
And, you know, one of the reasons we're doing this is we felt like it is kind of, right now, appears to be this tipping point for them. I really feel like they're on a brink of something very big. And they are moving forward with it, doing the best that they can to keep up with a job at home and family at home and still do this tour. But they're getting pulled into some really exciting opportunities. They were on Larry's Diner, which is a cable television show, and just like what happens everywhere they go, the folks just fell in love with them. So they asked them to go on the cruise with them. There's a Larry's Diner cruise.
Is there? I
And
didn't
so
know
the
that.
Malpass Brothers are going to have their first cruise experience. I would pay money to see that.
Yes.
But they're going to perform. These things are just kind of stepping up. And, you know, we talk about the correlation between them and preservation in our city and the changes. And we've certainly seen some exciting and significant changes in our city lately.
Yes,
So
we
it
have.
really is parallel to what's going on with them as well.
Well, I would love to say and salute the Malpass Brothers' parents, who certainly
Absolutely.
did
Chris
an
and
amazing
Andrea.
job.
Chris and Andrea Malpass have
Yes.
done a wonderful job and continue to do so.
Yes, they do.
You know, even after you're 18, you're still mom and dad, and so they still are very supportive. And of course, Chris is still traveling with them quite often, and so he continues to do that. And Andrea has been able to hand over and they now have a very competent and very strong agent, which is one of those things that's pushing them to that next level.
Excellent.
And so Andrea is very happy about that because now she's able to spend time with that sweet grandbaby of theirs. So congratulations to them.
Excellent. Sherry, this is great. I appreciate you taking time to talk to us about this upcoming
Thank
project,
you.
and good luck with the grant.
Thank you. It is January the 13th is the concert.
Tickets are $20?
They are $20, and we do have some left, but I'll tell you, we usually sell out, and they're
Yeah.
going quickly. So certainly contact us if you would like tickets for the Malpass Brothers show. And then I'd love to have you back again to talk either before or after the show, and maybe we'll include Mr. Will so we can talk a little more on behalf of the foundation supporting this effort.
Excellent. We'd love to. Always great to be talking to David Wheel.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for being
Thank
with
you.
us. Thank you, Sherry.
Andrew, Adam, Nora, David, Robert, Edward, William, Sam. First, phonetic
Today we're joined by Corporal Jason Adams of Goldsboro PD and here to give us a Crime Stoppers report. How you doing?
Good, sir. How are you?
Appreciate you coming in, Corporal.
Not a problem.
We have a crime of the week, and it's a big one.
Yes, it is.
Tell me about this.
On the 3rd of January, we had a break-in at 1002 Sunburst Drive, which is the classic Chrysler Jeep Dodge Rams overflow lot.
Oh, okay.
So it's where Sunburst Foods used to be and everything.
Right.
So it's a fenced-in area, a little bit obscured from the public's view, and that's where they keep a lot of their brand spanking new vehicles.
Overflow, indicating that they just don't have room for it on their lot, that they
Correct.
would keep, this is a storage area or a staging area.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So for their area over on Oak Forest.
Right.
So, but we had someone that actually cut the fence, went in and broke into 14 of their brand new vehicles.
Wow.
And actually ended up stealing 6 set of tires, so 24 tires in total, and rims
Tires and rims.
from some 2017 Dodge Ram pickup trucks.
Oh, man.
So over $20,000 worth of stolen property and everything. And the other vehicles that were broken into were also brand new, ranging from Jeep Cherokees, Renegades, Patriots, and some other vehicles that they actually had out there.
Oh, my goodness. And when did this happen?
So it happened in the evening of January 2nd, sometime after closing, and they left. And then when they came to work the next day, in the afternoon, it was actually located on January 3rd.
So this is an overflow lot, but there's personnel there.
Yes, they come in
until they close.
Correct. Yeah, they come in. They're either bringing vehicles in and out, to their other lot over on Oak Forest, or they're letting actually shipments that are coming in and they're offloading at those overflow locations.
Wow. All right. So where do we stand on this? What do we do?
Well, right now, if someone sees anybody
With
some
6 sets of tires.
that are brand new
Tires and rims.
from a Dodge Ram pickup truck,
Yeah.
or anybody that's trying to sell them, it might be through social media. They may be doing that or something. Don't hesitate to give Crime Stoppers a call.
Wow.
And we're just looking at any information.
So these are brand new tires and brand new rims.
Yes.
Off of 2017 Dodge Ram pickup trucks.
Yes.
That is a lot of money there.
Oh yes. Brand new.
And was there any indication of what was taken from the other vehicles, the Jeep and all those?
What they actually did is they really didn't take as much from those other vehicles. What they did is they broke into the other vehicles to get the jacks and the locking lug nut lock, so they could actually take the tires off of the Ram pickup trucks.
We don't want to give out too much information
Right.
here, but I think most people are aware of how that
Correct.
works. Okay. Okay, so if you have any information about this crime, or any crime for that matter, especially, but right now this crime, this is a $20,000 crime.
And more.
And actually more, yeah. $20,000 in tires and rims.
Yes.
Anyway.
And then damage.
Oh, yeah,
so,
that's right, the damage.
Mhm.
The number to call or text is 919-735-2255, 919-735-2255. You will remain anonymous. In fact, you don't want to know who they
No,
are.
I do not.
Do not want to know who you are when you call this information in. And there's instructions as to how you can receive a reward for turning in any sort of information about this crime.
Correct.
Now, as a side note, you had mentioned something to me before we got started about a new project that's coming up. Tell me about that. What is
the Goldsboro Police Department is kicking off a program called Citizens Police Academy, and it's going to be open to our general public and everything here in Goldsboro and Wayne County. And there's actually an application process that's going to be starting, hopefully going live on Monday, January 9th. And applications will be available through our Facebook page. Actually, paper copies will be at the police department and City Hall, and also they can download it off of our city website. So.
And that's goldsboronc.gov.
Yes.
goldsboronc.gov, and click on the police
Correct.
page.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're gonna have that. It's coming up. There'll be a deadline for them to get their applications in, and basically what they're going to do is they're going to learn a little bit about what we do as police officers, and get to learn a little bit about traffic stops, learn a little bit about our other programs in the department that some people don't see, like our housing units, our GREAT program, which is the Gang Resistance Education and Training Program, a little bit about crime prevention and other areas within the department.
This is good stuff. This is good stuff. What's the idea behind this? Is to inform?
So it's to inform them, but also basically we're trying to build relationship with the community, let them know what we're doing, and then also that in the future, if they look at wanting to have a career in law enforcement or want to be a volunteer or such, and kind of help out, they know what we're doing and know where they can help.
So you mentioned anybody from the city of Goldsboro or Wayne County.
Correct.
So this is open to everybody, not just city residents.
Correct.
Open to everybody.
There is, on the application process, it does have some requirements that they have to meet. So I would encourage everybody to actually read over the application and everything, and as there is a deadline, to make sure that they get it in a timely manner.
My personal opinion about all of this is that anyone who does not support law enforcement here in Goldsboro, Wayne County, Highway Patrol, anybody like that, as the Fremont or Mount Olive Police, and any of the other law enforcement agencies here in town, you're just not thinking clearly. You need to support these people. That's what you need to do, and we appreciate everything you do and the city does, and all our sheriff's office and personnel there, and all of our Highway Patrol, and in fact all of our first responders, fire as well. So you need to think. You need to double think about what you're thinking about our law enforcement here locally, and get on the right track. And we need to support these folks as much as we can. And this is a great opportunity for some people here. So you can go online to download, or you can pick up an application.
Starting on Monday, January 9th.
Monday, January 9th, you can do that. All right, very good. Now, this does not give anyone arrest powers.
No, it does not. This is a total...
And no gun or badge,
no,
right?
No gun or badge, no.
Okay, well, that's okay.
Yeah. It is total volunteer program. It's no fee.
It's free of charge.
It's free of charge, free to the public, and such. So it's basically to be more of an informational and community relation type of program.
Is there an age requirement? What if a teenager wants to come in?
Well, there is an age requirement. One of the biggest things is, due to certain laws within our state and stuff, someone that's wanting to become a law enforcement has to be at least 20 years of age,
okay.
And such. So there is some requirements. However, we do have an Explorers program with the
That's
department.
right, and it's a good one too.
It is, and Captain Trey Ball is in charge of that, and he is actually one of the head organizer of this program, the Citizens Police Academy. So. Even if they are a teenager and they're looking at it, there are other avenues out there, as our Explorer program, which does the same thing, teaching young kids about law enforcement.
Now, the Explorers, that's a part of the Boy Scouts, but it's kind of totally separate. So, does someone have to be a scout in order to become an Explorer? Can they just join the Explorers? And
yeah, they do not have to be a scout or anything like that. They can actually join the Explorer program and everything through. We do have some applicants that are at Wayne Community College that are, looking at possible going into law enforcement, but they're still, 18. They're not old enough to get into law enforcement yet. So some of them do get into the program, and high school age kids definitely get into it because they have that interest in law enforcement and want to be able to get their foot in the door and learn what's needed to be done. So, but yes, the Explorer program, you do not have to be a scout or anything, and it is a national program, and they actually do attend a lot of events and competitions and things like that.
I think it's a great thing for a young person who's interested in law enforcement. So would they call someone at the police department?
Yep, they can call Captain Trey Ball.
Captain Trey Ball.
Yep. And they can just call us at our front desk number and everything, and just ask for him. And that number for the front desk is 919-580-4239, and just ask for Captain Trey Ball.
Excellent. And of course, the applications for the Citizens project is coming up beginning Monday the 9th.
Yes.
All right. Corporal Jason Adams with Goldsboro Police Department bringing us information about the latest Crime Stoppers report. And Jason, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
All right.
Andrew, Adam, Nora, David, Robert, Edward, William, Sam.
This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. Today is Thursday, and that means tomorrow is another day, a day in which we may be getting frozen precipitation in the form of probably a good mixture of winter precipitation, they call it. Yes, frozen stuff. This would be in the form of perhaps maybe ice, sleet, that sort of nasty stuff. Maybe some snow mixed in with that, or just some plain old good old rain mixed in with all that as well. Now here's the thing. Wayne County historically has always been on the edge of everything. We're always on the edge. We don't get 100% of anything. We get a good mixture of everything, okay? So it's either snow mixed with rain, or rain mixed with ice, or ice mixed with sleet, or sleet mixed with snow, or something like that. Yeah, because we're on the edge. Because over there it's always doing this, and over there it's always doing that. And we're kind of getting in the middle with a little bit of both of them. So, just something to think about here. Whatever we get, if we get frozen precipitation, and I'll tell you this, the temperatures are going to be in the 30s, if that tells you anything. Temperature is going to be in the 30s, so it's going to be cold. It's going to be likely that we get something. Just be aware of that. Now, if you will, if you're concerned about this, if anything happens, if anything starts falling, we will, as soon as we can, alert you on our Facebook and Twitter pages. Facebook and Twitter. Our Facebook, you go to Wayne County Government NC on Facebook. Wayne County Government NC. Okay? Okay, Wayne County Government NC on Facebook. And that will alert you that way. Or you can watch this station right here, Channel 10 on Time Warner Cable, and Channel 99 on AT&T Uverse. Uverse, Weverse, we all Uverse. Okay. FEMA. What was I going with that? Anyway, FEMA has released a statement that says that the Disaster Recovery Center, the DRC in Wayne County, is going to close this Friday. It's going to close tomorrow at 6 p.m. That's at the W.A. Foster Recreation Center. W.A. Foster Recreation Center is going to close tomorrow at 6 p.m. However, if you have yet to file information with FEMA, you can still do so until Monday the 9th at midnight. You can file online at disasterassistance.gov, or you can file by phone at 1-800-621-FEMA, 1-800-621-3362, 621-FEMA. But you can file up until 6 p.m. tomorrow afternoon at the FEMA office at the W.A. Foster Recreation Center on South John Street at the top of the hill at Mena Will Park, okay? Now, getting down to it here. Today, this morning in fact, at the University of Mount Olive is the 11th Annual Eastern North Carolina Gang Conference. Now this is for people who are concerned about gangs, people who want to learn about gangs. There are several different workshops being offered. Workshops Hope Initiative is one. Gang Intervention, Back to Basics, another. Mobile Crisis in the Community, Gangs 101 Update. Bringing Communities Together, Substance Use 101, Human Trafficking in Our Backyard, and other workshops will be announced or have been announced. Anyway, if you want to register for this, you can go to eastpoint.net, www.eastpoint.net, and register. All right, you go to Provider Community, Calendar of Events, and then scroll down to January 5th, and then click on Sign Up. This is for everybody, law enforcement, citizens, everybody. Tools to bring communities together, they're calling it. It's tomorrow. It's today, rather, beginning at 8:30 this morning. It's an all-day event. It is there's $10 to register, $10 for everyone to register. Okay. Toy drive coming up on the 14th of January. This is a drive to provide food and clothing, as well as toys, new or gently used toys, clothing, non-perishable food items. Call Vicki Darden at 658-3961, 658-3961 in Mount Olive, and Vicki will tell you what you got to do or how you can donate your goods. Now, here's the answer to today's trivia question. There's 2 independent nations completely within the border of Italy. There's Italy, and then within Italy, there's 2 countries. How can that happen? Well, it did. One is San Marino. What's the other? The other independent country is known as Vatican City. Did you know that's a country within itself? Oh, yeah. They've got their own banking system. They've got their own treasury. They've got their own stuff, government stuff. Yeah, Vatican City is a country within itself. It's a very small one. Population, I believe, is about 900 of people that live there permanently. One is the big guy. Yeah. So anyway, that's our trivia question for today. And that's going to wrap up today's program. I hope you're able to join us again tomorrow, and be aware that if there's any inclement weather to talk about, you'll hear about it here on Channel 10, Channel 99, or on our Facebook page, Wayne County Government NC. Facebook, Wayne County Government NC. And I thank you, and I hope you have a great day. If you're going anywhere, please drive carefully, drive cautiously. And if we do have inclement weather, and you've never driven on ice, not a good idea. Nobody can drive on ice. I don't care how good you are. Okay? Okay. So until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley for Pat Garner, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.